Hello everyone, welcome back to Dailies by Daylight. Now we only have the one today, which is not terribly unusual, but it's probably by far my least favorite daily in this entire game. And I'm going to be explaining exactly why that is. We are going to be doing Wild Dance, be chased by the killer for a total of 2 minutes with Jake Park. Now, this can be any survivor. It can also, there is a counterpart for killers, which is chase the survivors for 2 minutes or so. Now, this is the worst daily that I ever have to deal with. And it begins with this tracker down here. This tracker is a rounded down count of minutes, which is to say that if you have 60 seconds to complete it, or 1, you can't tell the difference whatsoever. You have no idea how far you are to the next marker at any given point, you just know if you've hit the preceding one. That's it. Which means you will frequently go into a game, come out of it, and you'll find that that is still sat at 0 out of 2. The reason for that is that it's actually kind of hard to get 2 minutes in one game being chased by the killer. Pretty much every single killer at their base speed is in fact faster than the survivors. Moreover, whilst you're in a chase, the longer that single chase goes on, the faster the killer gets because of the bloodlust buff. Which is to say that being chased for 2 minutes without getting downed is basically impossible. But oh no, it actually gets worse. So I'm just gonna hop over to Jake just while I talk about this further. Now, in a given game, there is 1 killer and 4 survivors. This means that a killer has 4 distinct opportunities to be in a chase. A survivor, however, only has 1 opportunity to be in a chase. That is the 1 killer. And this means that it is extremely easy, in fact, for a killer to get the full daily done in a single match, because they've got so much opportunity to get into a chase. And also, it doesn't really matter to them if they happen to outrun the survivor or not. So, the survivors, meanwhile, as we have expressed, are pretty much guaranteed to be outrun eventually. Only have the 1 killer to be chased by, so if somebody else is being chased, that's time you're not getting. And then we have, of course, the daily tracker, which doesn't tell you at all how much more you've got to do when you come out of the match. Obviously you can't see this in-game either, which is another problem. There isn't actually a marker that tells you how long you've been in a chase. You can maybe try and calculate it by the points, but I actually don't even know if survivors see chase points. I'm pretty sure it's just escaped, whereas killers obviously do, and the points change dramatically, because killers get it for ending chases, not losing chases. Survivors get it just for escaping a chase. So you can't really even begin to estimate how long you've been chased for. Your best bet, really, is to wait for the chase music to kick in and then hit a stopwatch out of game. That's it. I hate this. I hate this so much. But we're going to be doing it. We're going to be seeing what we can do. So I'm gonna be packing along some, well, usually for these kinds of things I try to pick a selection that's going to actually ensure that I get chased, but, yeah, that's probably not gonna do me much good. So, let me see. We've got Self-Care and Sprint Burst, decent enough. We can try using Premonition, but that's not really going to give us too much. Let me see if I have, we have Deja Vu. Do I happen to have, what's Bitter Murmur? Object of Obsession? That'll definitely make sure I get chased. Small game. Not terrible. Don't have terribly many good things here, as you can tell. Scratch Mark staying, like, for less is not good for me right now. I need to stay in a chase. Decisive Strike. Would you believe I don't actually use Decisive Strike pretty much at all? Even when I'm playing Survivor. Well, let's stick with the Premonition. It's only tier 1, which means it's not very good, but we'll stick with it. And Deja Vu. Do I want to exchange Deja Vu for something else? Not terribly, honestly. I mean, I can try putting small game to work, but I only have tier 2, And that's really only useful if we end up against a trapper. Decisive strike, though. Decisive strike or adrenaline. I mean, I don't need to survive. That's one of the good parts about this daily. You don't actually need to survive the match at all. You just need to be chased for 2 minutes. And thankfully, not all in one instance. But, Spine Chills always seem like a weird one to me. While active skill check trigger odds are increased by 10%, with success zones reduced by 10%. When it's active, your repair, heal, and sabotage speeds are increased by 6%. So you're more likely to have skill checks, and they're very probably likely to be harder ones, but you're 6% faster at top tier. And it's only when the killer is looking directly in your direction within 36 meters. Does anyone use this? Is there a context where this is actually good? I don't know. Let's just stick with Deja Vu. It'll help me at least get around the map. And do I have any offerings I can give? I got party streamers. I don't know how useful that's going to be. Do I have boldness? I have altruism, survival, objective. Not really. Objective, survival, no. Okay, well, let's just stick the party streamers on. Let's give everybody points, because heck knows I'm probably not getting many. Now, by way of a slight little, aside here, I'm presently recording this with my Elgato game capture, which I have not remotely, used for anything in the probably over a year I've had it, so if the game seems slightly wonky today, that's probably why. But alternatively, we might actually get more stable FPS, it might be easier to edit, that kind of thing. So, we'll find out and see, I guess. But, my webcam is still my main camera for right now, and my audio is still Audacity, so if there's any problems, it will be in the game. And, oh boy, we are set for problems in the game. Okay, escape cake, boldness, that's me, and brutality. Whoa. Here we go. You know something is wrong, because I'm back on this screen, and the answer is the game crashed. Occasionally that happens. Well, in this case it didn't crash so much as freeze perpetually on the loading screen, so... You know, I've played a fair few, indie games, I've played a fair few beta games and whatnot, and that's generally not a huge concern, except that it burned my party streamers anyways. So, this is the last time I get to try this. Until I actually, put points into Jake. Which, why would I? I don't play Survivor. Oh, and we have exchanged fear for... black. Okay. There's gonna be lots of careful phrasings of sentences in this match, I predict. Also, we have a torch-wielding Laurie Strode named Notice Me Senpai. Might have some competition. Just me, and deviousness. Okay, that's not quite as scary as a brutality. Hunter would have been better, but Hunter means they're actually trying to chase people, but... Okay, Macmillan. And I see Mia across from me. And my own hair through the fire. Okay. So, those are the generators highlighted by Deja Vu. Those are the 3 that are closest together. And you don't want those 3 to be very close together. You want them to be very far apart, in fact, because if they are very close together, then it makes it a lot easier for the killer to just patrol between them. And it looks like we're already working on 2. This one's over there. We have no heartbeat. Oh, we have lullaby. And Nia start. Okay, there's. Oh, and just my luck, it's Huntress as well. Huntress is particularly hard to deal with because she had. You seriously led her my way? Okay, fine. Oh, we had a couple. We have maybe 2 seconds of being in chase there. And, well, notice me, senpai, you got noticed. You have achieved your objective. There is heck all I can do now to help you. This also means that the hex is gonna get a bit more powerful. Well, I'm glad that got done. Oh great, now the, one of the deja vus is actually right by him. Okay. Nope, that's a dull totem. I'm looking for the hex totem. Which can be identified by the fact that it's lit, basically. Okay, somebody rescued you. Ah, there's the totem. There is a possibility that she's running more than one, but we've nonetheless encountered this one. So we're just gonna get rid of that right away. It'll make our lives much easier going forward. There we go. Okay, so now one of them's up there. That's a nice place to have it, because it's significantly longer travel time for the Huntress. Speaking of, there she is. Okay. Let me go back to the one I was working on. I don't expect to be getting my daily at all here. It will actually mildly surprise me if I get anything at all on the marker. If I get 1 minute from this, I will be kind of surprised. Now, the reason that the Huntress is particularly annoying with this is that she doesn't have to catch you to down you and end the chase, because she can chuck her hatchets. The Hillbilly is another one that has a problem with that, because he can chainsaw ram into you and immediately down you, so you get hardly any chase time in some cases. But the Huntress can end... A good Huntress, a Huntress with good aim, can end chases entirely on her own terms. So... yeah. What I need to do is get her to deplete her axes and then get her into some kind of pallet. Unfortunately, it looks like Notice Me Senpai is doing that kind of work for me. And taking all of the pay. So, yeah. So yes, I'm missing the great skill checks, don't worry about it. I don't want to be toxic, but that's probably the best way I can get her attention, honestly. Another detail I'm not particularly fond of in this game, it takes a split second to stop a generator from regressing like that. You don't actually need to go into the interface at all. Actually, at this rate, I'm probably going to escape before I get caught in a chase. Oh dear. This isn't even high rank play, because I habitually avoid high rank play, because it is usually full of very unpleasant individuals. So, come on, Huntress. There aren't that many generators left. You can find me. I believe in you. And then there was one, which, if I'm honest, was probably being worked on already. And yes, I'm gonna fast vault just so I can try and get her attention a bit. But so far, not so good. Come on, Huntress. I'm up here. I'm all alone. I have precious few places to run. No, not even a heartbeat. Okay. Oh, I see over there. Come on. Yay! Godspeed! Grand! We've got her! We have her attention, everybody. Oh, that was a good shot, actually. I'm not entirely certain how you got that. And I now have blindness because of randomness. Well, it's fine. We're down to 1 gen, the one up there is a third done. We have got non-zero seconds of chase. but I couldn't remotely tell you how many. I can afford to hang out right now, and because I have that blindness debuff, I don't actually see where it probably is, but we'll in a moment. There we go. Oh, they're all working on a generator over there. Don't mind me. I'll just hang out. Now the Huntress is very nearly at the gates and hasn't killed anybody yet, so... There we go. So there's entirely the possibility that she just kind of camps me. We'll see. I don't see her. I'm probably getting a fair few points just by sheer virtue of objective here, but... Tap! Help me, officer! Thank you for your serve and protect. Go ahead, Seal. Just heal me, heal me. She's still over there, chasing Reiner. No, I really need to actually go over here and just get chased. I don't mind if I survive or die, I'm just mostly interested in the chase. Really? What the really? How long has this been going on? Jeez. No? Okay, fine. I was mostly hoping to get that little tweak there. Okay. Where did she go? She's around here. There she is. Has she seriously lost me already? Come on, chicks, thank you. Okay, dodge that one. Seriously? I think she's gotta be hard camping Reiner. Oh, that is unpleasant. Okay. Yeah, to some degree, you can understand this happening. To some degree. Run for it! When a killer gets no kills whatsoever in an entire match, it's at least understandable that they would then proceed to just tunnel somebody. The reason being that it feels a little bit bad to play an entire game and get no kills as killer. Because it's kind of like, it feels like you haven't actually achieved or accomplished in any fashion the task with which you were set. But it doesn't feel great for the survivor being camped / tunneled either. Like, I've probably done this myself on a few occasions at the very least. Maybe early into my gameplay and whatnot, but you know, it's just it's also a little bit frustrating when you go through an entire match and you don't manage to kill anybody. Okay, there she is. Everyone else is out. There she is. Grand. I'm going to make like I'm running for a hatch. Which is right there. That's inconvenient. I actually wasn't going to go for the hatch, but it was right there. Aye. Let's give him a GG. Yeah, didn't even get 1 mark on that. We did not get a full minute at all. And I have no idea how much or how little of that minute I got. So as far as I can tell, I've got a whole 2 more minutes to get. I really don't like chases. But hopefully now you can actually understand why I don't like chases. Especially as Survivor, it's hard. As Killer, it's honestly too easy, if anything. You really don't have to do very much at all to get a 4K and also get your chase daily done as Killer. But as Survivor, it's just so hard to do. And especially if you're trying to do it in a single episode as well, so... Blee, there we are. But that is it for today, so I'll catch you all as ever next time.